Amitabh Bachchan.
Yes,
What
yes.
with it? In train.
Sholay.
Yes, Sholay.
Band.
Amitabh Bachchan.
Today we are in Almaty, the capital city of Kazakhstan, and we have woken up really early to explore this capital.
And we've just come here to this very beautiful Orthodox Russian church. Kazakhstan here is the largest country of the stans. It's also the 9th largest country in the world, and the capital of this country used to be Almaty before, but then at some point the capital was moved from here to Astana, which is in the northwestern part of the country. That's also quite close to the Russian border. Almaty continues to be like the commercial capital of this country. It's almost like having a Delhi and a Mumbai in Kazakhstan. So Almaty is still the commercial capital, and a lot of development continues to happen here. A lot of big businesses, a lot of huge brands. It almost feels like a very western city. So this is actually called the Zenkov Cathedral or the Ascension Cathedral, and this very beautiful structure here isn't made of any other material but wood. You wouldn't believe it, but it's actually true. Just like most of the Russian Orthodox churches, this one's also made completely with wood. Although on the outer sides it feels like it's probably done with concrete or something. So the most interesting thing about this church is that it is one of the tallest wooden churches in the world that still remains today without any additional support, and it's about 46 meters tall. And apparently it's even survived earthquakes, even though it was built as early as 1903. And this one right behind me is called the Glory Monument. It's right here in the middle of the park of Panfilov Park. And you can see here that they've indicated some dates on either side. So basically this monument has been built in honor of all the Kazakh soldiers who fought both the world wars. Kazakhstan was then a part of USSR, and many Kazakhs lost their lives in fighting World War I and World War II. As you know, USSR was a big participant in both of these wars, and a number of people lost their lives. So this monument, called the Monument of Glory, represents the struggle of these people, the Kazakh soldiers. So it's a very, very grand monument that actually has a bunch of soldiers pushing through a wall, and that is to show their courage and bravery. So there's also an eternal flame that's burning here. I think it feeds off of oil from an underground reservoir, but this is to mark again a homage to these people. So this is very similar to the monument in Moscow at Red Square. So even there, the Russian government had then honored all of the soldiers who had participated in World War I and II with an eternal flame. So it seems to be like a Soviet trend to have something like this. So it keeps burning apparently forever, and probably has been burning for many, many years now.
In Almaty, you can use these trolley buses. It's only 150 tenge per person. You can pay it in cash. You can also buy a card, and if you pay it in the card, it's only 80 tenge per person. And this, what you pay, is for any distance you travel.
There's another way to do it. If you have a phone with a SIM card, you can even text a phone number that's written inside the bus and it deducts 80 tenge from your balance. So it's one of the easiest ways to use the bus, but also promotes digital payments. So Kazakhstan only has a population of 20 million people even today. So it's like a very, very large landmass, but with very few people. In fact, they say the population density of this country is only about 6 people per kilometer, which is considered one of the lowest in the world. I've just found another human here. One of the main reasons why the country has progressed so much economically is because they have a huge amount of oil and natural gas reserves. One of the top producers in the world, in fact. Petrol doesn't cost more than like 40 something Indian rupees worth. And in fact, water is more expensive here than gasoline.
50 rupees per liter of water.
So it's also because of this huge wealth, the country developed very quickly during the post-Soviet times, which is from 1991 and onwards. So at this point, Kazakhstan is almost on par with Korea in terms of the cost of living standards here. We've met a bunch of people from that part of the world, and they said this feels exactly like home in terms of how much stay costs, food costs, and so on. It's definitely not a very cheap place to be and explore as a tourist.
The currency here is called tenge. You have these notes for higher denominations, and for smaller denominations, they even have small coins like these.
Like this is a 100 tenge coin, and that's considered small.
And this is a 1000 tenge note. As you can see, there's a big mountain because Kazakhstan is filled with mountains everywhere. And here are some birds. 1 Indian rupee will give you approximately 5 Kazakh tenge.
But that doesn't mean that if you have Indian rupees and you come here, things are going to work out very well.
Items here, I can see bread. Now we are at the Green Bazaar here in Almaty, and this place is massive. It's huge. I can see people selling fruits, vegetables, different kinds of homemade jams, bread and spices. They have so many types of chili powders. Namit is just like looking at them like...
Okay. But the craziest part is they have a whole section just for meat over there, and it's crazy. You can see all kinds of animals and even heads of those animals just placed there like puppets. It's crazy, yeah. But I think it's demarcated very well. Like this section here is vegetables, and then this one is fish, and then on this side you will see cheese and dairy, and behind that is noodles and other fresh food, which like I think you can buy it and then make it right there. It's like a DIY style kitchen where you can pick up whatever you want, make your own meal and take it out. Maybe you should do that.
Yeah.
Let's go. There's even a cafe up there where you can sit and enjoy the view of the bazaar.
Some noodles, eggplant, beetroot, pickled carrot and cauliflower. When we asked how much was it for this entire set, she told it was 3000 tenge, which is around 600 Indian rupees. We felt it was a little too much and we were sure that it was a tourist price and not a local price. And then we told her we don't have so much, we can give only 2000 tenge, and then she was okay with it. So we got this entire thing for 2000 tenge, which is around 400 Indian rupees. Still a lot, but okay.
It's definitely the tourist price. I guess our mistake was not walking to multiple stores earlier and finding out the price, and we were, I guess, very distracted with the free sample that we got. So if you're here inside Green Bazaar, just make sure to walk around first, get an idea of the price, and then end up eating it.
But it's super tasty.
Bangalore. Oh, это English колония.
Yes, yes.
English.
Yeah.
You good speak English.
Yes.
Speak English. Oh, we don't. My English is poor.
It's not bad.
Yes.
No. Little.
You
Yeah.
learn Russian, we learn English.
Russian. How you speak English? We
Russian,
speak
yeah.
Russian.
Yeah, that's true.
Russian, no problem.
You watch Indian movie film?
Yes.
Which one?
Сейчас скажу, этот Биджай Кумар, Биджай. Это Амитабх Баччан.
Yes.
Потом этот Раджи Капур.
Радж Капур, yes.
Радж Капур.
Yeah.
Хева Малини.
Hema Malini.
Это как это затянувшаяся расплата еще вот это, когда полиция, это же был.
Sholay.
In train.
Sholay.
Yes, Sholay.
Band.
Amitabh Bachchan.
Buh.
Yes. You are small.
Yes,
Small.
Okay.
Now Amitabh Bachchan, how it?
He's
Old man.
Yes.
Old.
Yes. Just bumped into that Kazakh man who was very excited about seeing Indians, and he started remembering all of the old movies. There's really some interesting fan following for Mithun Chakraborty and Amitabh Bachchan. The newer age stars still haven't made it through, but Sholay still remains one of their popular movies, I guess. It's nice.
Now we're going back to our hotel and it's going to be a long walk in the sun. Let's go.
Wait, that Ajay will cross.
Ajay is crossing the road and we will go after that.
Wait, Shisha, wait.
Subscribe!